The Warriors jumped out strong to start the 2025-2026 NBA season, taking 4 of their first 5 games, but that momentum vanished quickly when they dropped 5 of their next 7, erasing nearly all their early progress. Now, as we hit the 1-month mark, things have leveled out somewhat. Golden State sits at 9-8, staying afloat despite what coach Steve Kerr described as the most brutal schedule he's witnessed in his decades around the league. But the real story brewing beneath the surface is Jonathan Kuminga, and his situation could define this entire season for the Warriors. Last summer, Kuminga went through a tense contract negotiation with Golden State that eventually resulted in a 2-year deal. The catch? This arrangement puts him on track for unrestricted free agency next offseason. So we're looking at a strange dynamic here. Kuminga clearly wants out, reportedly seeking a bigger role elsewhere, yet the Warriors need him as a key rotation piece this year while they chase another championship. And once January rolls around and he becomes trade eligible, Golden State will be weighing every offer that comes through. Kuminga actually started the season strong, playing a significant part in those early wins. Then his knee became an issue, his performance declined, and eventually he was shut down for the last 3 games with bilateral patellar tendonitis. But here's where it gets interesting. Even before the injury, Kerr had already moved Kuminga back to the bench despite his success in the starting lineup. According to a recent ESPN report, this demotion has Kuminga feeling like he's being made the scapegoat again. Warriors reporter Anthony Slater wrote that old tensions resurfaced as the team struggled. When Golden State lost 5 of 7, Kuminga's turnovers increased and his play dipped. Kerr responded by demoting him, which one team source described as making Kuminga feel like the scapegoat once more. Slater also reported that people within the organization believe Kuminga needs to let go of his resentment if this is going to work. They think he has to return to being that impactful wing player from the season's opening weeks, even if the real goal now is boosting his trade value rather than building a lasting partnership. None of this should shock anyone who's followed Kuminga's time in Golden State. There's been ongoing friction between him and the coaching staff because what Kuminga wants to do on the court doesn't align with how the Warriors run their offense around Steph Curry. Combined with the championship expectations that have existed throughout Kuminga's career there, he's always operated on a short leash under Kerr, breeding frustration on both sides. Now we're watching history repeat itself, and whatever hopes the Warriors had for a drama-free season with Kuminga are already gone. How this plays out could determine everything for Golden State's championship aspirations.